quarter of London's building sites aren't safe enough. The Health and Safety Executive says it found problems at nearly 100 of the 400 it inspected. Some were deemed so dangerous that work was stopped altogether. As Emma North reports, the HSE is especially concerned about the capital's boom in basement conversions.
Liliana Alexa visits this memorial garden in Battersea every day. It's the exact spot where 7 years ago her 23-year-old son was killed by a falling crane.
It changed my life completely. I have to go there because if I'm not going there one day, I will feel like I'm abandoning my son. And that's not the case. I have to be there. I have to make sure that everything is tidy up there.
Her son wasn't in the construction trade. He was just cleaning his car and happened to be in the way. New figures from the Health and Safety Executive show that the capital's building trade is still putting people at risk. 4 builders died doing their job last year. Almost 500 were seriously injured. At the heart of the problem are small building firms who cut corners.
Most of the problems that we're finding are on smaller sites, say fewer than about 15 employees. And the figures show that most of the fatalities in construction are occurring on these small sites. In fact, it's up to about 70%.
The HSE investigated 401 sites in London. 93 of them didn't meet the minimum legal standards. As a result, some or all of the work had to be stopped. And of the 93, 34 sites, that's more than a third, were basement conversions. Here in Hanwell, they're doing some urban mining. There's a 4-storey house being propped up above all this. Much has been made of the race in many wealthy neighbourhoods to build downwards, and the popularity of basement conversions has led to some safety elements just being ignored.
Unfortunately, there's been a lot of new entrants into the basement market, and it's a specialist area. And unfortunately, health and safety is probably one of the first areas that people look to try and save money at.
Building has always been one of the riskiest businesses going, but these latest figures indicate that perhaps the rules just aren't being followed. It's led to calls for even tighter regulation of the trade. Emma North, BBC London News.